views and opinions expressed on the show are strictly those of the host and guests and do not reflect the opinions of LAP Productions and its affiliates.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Stirring the Pot. We're here. We're back. We're ready. Are we?
I think so.
Here he is.
We're always ready.
Oh, hell yes. And look, we got our special guest getting ready to chime in on with us. Let's put him up here on the screen. There he is. Nick.
Hey.
Look at this shit.
How's it going?
We need somebody who knew about the topic tonight more than what we do.
Oh, well, I definitely got you covered on that, buddy. I tell you, I've been following that stuff since the beginning, and I'm a big fan of Johnny's anyway. So that's, something I'm going to follow for a little while. So you guys hadn't followed much of it yet?
Should we lie to you or should we tell you the truth?
I'll take the truth. You can't handle the truth. No,
man, I don't watch it. If I really don't, I'm terrible on that. When it comes to that whole trial things and shit like that, I'd never watch it.
Yeah,
I'm bad on that. Yeah, it's
pretty wild, man. Some of that stuff.
I'm one of those people that they sit there and they put this trial on there and they put and they show it to the public and they tell everything about what's going on and they put all this out there. But yet the woman who's got all these charges for trafficking children and sex and all this other stuff, they hide all that shit and don't want to talk about it.
Right. It's been pretty wild, I'll tell you that.
I'm one of those guys that's pissy about that on that level. So
I got you.
I know I'm just being a wisey little wench.
Oh, good stuff.
It happens.
Am I coming in pretty clear and everything on here?
Oh yeah, we're getting a good shot of your chest right now.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Whoa now. Whoa.
Easy.
Keep it above the table.
Set up here. There we go.
Keep your hands and feet above the table at all times.
Now, all right. I'm excited to hang out with you guys.
You say that now.
Nah, you know I love you, and it's just like you, my brothers. I'm glad to hang out. Got my cats down here going crazy.
Last time. How are you doing? All right, fuck you, Joe. Jason, how you doing?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
all I heard was, "How you doing?"
I said, Joe, how you doing? Since he didn't want to talk to us, fuck him. Jason, how you doing?
Yeah, just busy as hell, man. Busy as hell, but wouldn't have it any other way, right?
Oh, there you go, for sure.
Yeah, I would.
When's
that kick in?
That's our buddy Gambler. How you doing, Gambler?
What's up, Gambler?
He's a good dude, man. He hangs out with us.
Did he break even?
He probably don't even know that song.
No? Oh, well. I'm showing my age.
What's up, Mama Cat? How you doing?
Hey, Mama Cat, too. All right.
Absolutely.
How you feeling, Mama Cat? I know you've been really sick, so.
Yeah,
Smokey's in here, too.
I hate when somebody's like, how you feeling with my hands? Oh, smart. That's to say what you're feeling.
Smokey.
Man, everybody wants to see you eat this chicken and waffles covered in hot sauce.
Real quick. Oh yeah, that's your food for tonight, huh?
That's Joe's one stepped in that on his own. He volunteered. He volunteered in that one completely on his own, man.
That's a good thing.
You made a southern dinner out of that son of a bitch, didn't you?
Hell yeah, I did.
Right?
Still got the fever, but I'm feeling real bad right now. Wow. I'm not feeling
feeling bad. Okay, good deal.
Well,
I can't read. It's not.
Did you call the doctor yet?
It's good to feel good.
Doctor, feel
I
good?
swear I can get this phone set here.
Of a Pringle.
Right. Now, here we go. Now I'm not so bright.
Love me some chicken and waffles. I have got to be honest. Has anybody? Oh, you've actually ate chicken and waffles?
I have, yeah. Actually, actually done it with hot sauce. That's why when he said it, I was like, "Oh wow, well shoot, I know what that tastes like. That'll be good. That's good stuff."
I guess I don't have to do it.
Jason, chicken and waffles.
The chicken and waffles, southern. That's a southern delicacy there.
Yeah, buddy.
There's controversy over that now. They said it actually started out in
Controversy says.
Where did I hear that? Was it on?
I was actually doing some for useless facts of knowledge. I was actually looking into that, and there's claims that started in Harlem, but there's actually claims that originally started here in the United States in the Dutch, Pennsylvania, and they put pulled chicken or shredded chicken with gravy over top of waffles.
Whoa,
Ooh.
interesting.
They didn't even use fried chicken or hot sauce.
That doesn't sound too tasty. I'm not much on the shredded chicken stuff.
Jesus is
What's
our
this?
Rather it be a good old fashioned fried chicken put on there and mixed up real good.
Heavenly Faith, amen to you.
Oh, that's on YouTube. I was gonna say, oh, it's on Twitch. I get to ban somebody.
Oh, he's still got to do it, Smokey. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good, man. I'm gonna cheer you on for sure.
Get
Mr.
those
Skeptical
glasses.
Gang.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! That just you changed it up with instead of like a syrup, you're doing it with the hot sauce.
Yeah.
It's good.
What I wish they had was some Y sauce, because I'd like to see it down that shit with some 6 million Scovilles. But
Yeah.
you got some hot shit there. So
what do you got? Put it up to the camera again. What do you got tonight for it?
It's a hot whiskey barbecue.
Oh, that actually sounds kind of good.
Made with ghost pepper.
I would take the chicken and then like roll it in the sauce so it's nice and soppy real good, and then put it on top of the waffle, so that way the sauce just melts right on and just puts it right.
I was just gonna dunk a little bit.
he's used to lubing his throat, Nick. So he's got it.
Yeah. Shit.
We don't ban anybody, Heavenly Faith. If you want to preach the gospel. But we do say fuck a lot on here because I have a foul mouth.
You ban.
The sauce looks, and you talk about making it all.
It does, doesn't it?
Soak it all down and make it all wet instead of just getting it all moist.
Yeah, there you go. You like it a lot better when it's wet. You don't want it just a little moist. That's just a starter.
I had to get into the letting him try it out here because I don't want him choking on it half the night away. So he's gonna. We'll probably get right into the context of him having to dine on this and get it all nice and wet. This is getting kind of weird. Are you still talking about chicken and waffles?
Well, you never know.
What's going on, Jess? How you doing?
Hello, everybody saying hello. I can't see it.
Joe, what's this about glasses?
There it is.
What?
What was this about glasses on there?
So been having some problems seeing like distance, but I'm having a lot of problems when I'm streaming. I'm starting to get migraines really bad.
There's glasses for that, brother. I forgot to mention those. They've got blue, and it's for that blue screen. Well, no, there's some good ones. There's a guy that plays games all the time, like we're going to try to do, and it's adventure glasses, or they're literally, that's the name brand. And what they are is they, like, for people that plays, say, games 24/7, or they work on computers or something similar, it actually will shield your eyes from that blue that causes that. So maybe that might be a little help for you.
My daughter has a pair. See, a lot of the kids do them now because they're constantly on all these devices.
Yeah,
you get those, and that helps your eyes. But you said you can't see distance, Joe.
Well, I have problem with distances, like when I'm driving.
If you stood up or got up on something, you'd be able to see a lot farther away.
I knew that was coming.
I'm waiting for that one, huh?
I mean, or you can get the glasses. I mean, whatever. Or a step stool, one of the two.
I'm already using 3 phone books just to get up this high.
Oh shit! Then you're gonna need glasses.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Kitties, you're gonna start a fire over here, cats.
Oh, he's talking about the cats. Oh my god!
Yeah.
What is he doing over there? We're not putting out porn, mister.
My cats are gonna start a fire over here with a freaking heater.
I don't even want to know.
It'd be horrible for you, but great for views.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Ass on fire.
I'm with you on that.
Animals, right?
Yeah.
But then I got to write an expensive check and everything else. It'll be bad.
Yeah, last time we talked about animals getting messed up and stuff, and Jason mentioned PETA, I got in trouble for my interpretation.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't say it this time. Oh God!
Keyword is this time.
You say hi. That's Snickers. That's the one running around over there.
Nice.
You know we're doing something wrong when somebody's got us on the big screen.
It must be snowed in somewhere.
I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and get into this eating challenge and stuff, so that way we can get into the topic tonight, because I got a feeling this topic can go several different ways. I don't
Right.
think we should wait. I don't think we should have to wait. I think we should just dive right into this bitch.
Well, my chicken's cold now.
That's the point.
Oh, chicken's cold. He says
Here you
it'll
go.
warm up with that sauce.
Yeah.
Mm.
Here you go, man. We'll do the official intro.
Mm.
You ready? Let's play the official intro. We haven't done that in forever. See if I
Probably
can-
get flagged again, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's why we're not.
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, you know what that music means. It is time for another edition of Culinary with Kudo. Join Jay, Jason, and Joe as we eat only God knows what. Our stomachs, we're gonna hurt our taste buds, but you know why? We're doing it for you on this live edition of Culinary with Kudo on Stirring the Pot. Right here, brought to you by
Hell yeah. That sounded so good, Jason. And that's
That
why-
is kind of cool.
That's why he's the president. We're just the
Yep.
interns. Joe got
I
promoted.
got a short movie for you. You want to watch it? You son
Sure.
of a bitch.
Sure. Is it one of our-
Is the ending done in slow motion?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, cold chicken and waffles.
Mmm.
What's going
Yummy.
So if you guys just joined us this night, Joe was challenged last week to eat chicken and waffles with hot sauce instead of syrup. He's got the hottest sauce that he has at his house. It is a barbecue whiskey habanero barbecue sauce.
Gold pepper.
What?
Ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper.
Ghost
Not
pepper.
habanero. That's like
Ooh,
Mm.
even hotter. Ghost pepper.
I'm actually growing some ghost peppers in my garden this year, so we might give you some ghost peppers themselves to try out. What do you think? Put them on a burger.
Oh, hell yeah.
Make sure it's all wet.
Make sure it's
wet,
all.
not just moist.
You got to rub it real good. Get it started.
I think Heavenly left us. You got two pieces?
I figured
Oh, shit.
if I like it, I'm just gonna keep snacking on it. So.
Joe ain't gonna be worth a shit all show long.
Goodness gracious.
Is it? Did you get some stuck in the back of your throat, or is that hot?
It's fucking hot.
I think you
But
get some.
it, but, it, but it cools it down with the aqua and pink glass that you're drinking out of.
Oh, fuck.
Just make sure you get your pinky up when you do it.
What's in that?
Get your pinky up.
What's in that little pink cup there?
Rogue Energy.
There you go.
All right.
Tonight is blood orange.
Moist cats.
Just like what it's going to look like tomorrow morning. Blood orange.
I don't like the Heavenly like the way I dropped the F-bomb right off the bat on him. Oops.
Well, and you know what? Here's the thing about that. You come in and you do that, and that's fine.
Yeah,
preach
that was
preach
fine.
all night long in here, but
Absolutely.
don't get offended when you chime into a show. Don't get offended about the content and be all pissed and take your Bible and go home. That's not fair.
Or just take your Bible and go home.
I guess so. I mean,
I just didn't like when they threatened, like, "Oh, you guys block people because they're preaching." No, we don't block people.
Absolutely, I
I
would.
don't block anybody. Just understand. We say fuck.
No, I'm an ordained minister. I wouldn't want to do that myself. Wouldn't want to block
right.
anybody.
I mean,
I found I can finally get ordained through the Church of Dudism.
All right, hook it up.
There he goes, chicken and waffles, nothing but hot sauce.
Mmm.
Look how big his
Yum.
mouth got. He put a whole mouthful in there, one big bite.
Oh well, you just kind of dug right in, huh?
Joe, you filled your mouth so nicely.
Oh, that's just going to be horrible tomorrow in the morning.
oh yeah.
Especially the sauce, like peppers. If you eat them, the peppers, it's not that bad in the morning. But when you eat the sauce, so it can just slurp all in your mouth, burn you up real good, and it goes. You can feel it going out.
Get that choking going from your hot.
Yeah, that morning dump is going to be a doozy.
He said
He
says he loves big mouthfuls.
Smoky.
Smokey knows you well. Look at them eyes watering. I like it. You going for
I
more?
bet. Oh, it's just gonna keep going.
I'm just gonna eat
Dive
it.
in there. Get you some.
My shit's already on fire.
Now,
I can imagine.
now while you're eating that, we're going to ask Jason, how did the spam cookie sandwich go later on that day?
That was on a scale of 1 to 10 of great ideas. That was not one of my best ones. We'll just put it that way.
I couldn't even imagine. Oh,
that tore me up bad. Bad.
oh.
But you don't need to find things like that anyway. So now you need that spam. What's wrong, Joe?
That's fucking hot, man.
Don't cry. It'll be okay. He's crying for Johnny Depp. He's Team Depp.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Oh, he's just digging. Keep it going. Get on in there, buddy. Get on in there.
The eyes watering, the nose running, coughing some. Yeah, he sounds like he's having some good time.
You know it's hot. The giveaway when it's hot is when people go when they take that big deep breath in to try to cool it down. It only like fuels the fire.
It doesn't help any at all. Yeah, it just kind of makes it worse.
Oh fuck!
Don't drink no water with it. It'll make it just sop it right all in there.
Suck it all in there. Yeah.
Sopping it all in.
Take another big bite. How's the
Just
sauce,
eat it
dude?
up. Eat it up. Take you a shot of that with it.
How's what?
I don't think you get enough sauce on that.
Oh, I do.
Picky.
Really, rather just have it more.
Huh?
Go ahead, Jason.
No, I'm just saying pinky up, pinky up.
Oh shit! I forgot. Ooh.
See, that's the first thing you can do unless you want to suck lung.
Yeah, you want that suck lung. Yeah.
Smokey says, so glad they don't work with you in the morning.
Oh, no doubt, right? It's going to be a fun morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you're a big coffee drinker too, right? So you're gonna get that morning coffee in there, and that shit's gonna combine.
Oh God!
You will not need a poop knife, I promise.
Pinky up, heathen.
Ethan. Skull.
I gotta take a quick break though. Hold on.
Take a break.
Tomorrow,
no breaks.
I'm taking a break from eating. Hold on.
No breaks. No breaks.
So
Gotta get back in
night,
it.
Tomorrow night, a lot of you have heard about this whole nail challenge thing. Holy fuck, that's hot. This whole nail challenge that I'm doing. There. So my wife designed.
This is a fun.
You'll be able to talk, dude.
You got Joe going. So you guys know about the that I'm doing the bar when I
Water, buddy. It's just some water. It's just some milk.
There you go.
Milk. It's just some milk.
That's gonna be one hand. That's gonna be the other.
Why is your hand shaking, Joe?
Making me want to drink more water.
Tomorrow night when I'm streaming, I actually will be wearing those. Trying to play Call of Duty on the keyboard with those on.
So I take it I'm gonna have to carry us then, or you're gonna be wearing them things.
Your normal thing.
No, I gotta give him props, man. He's doing a hell of a lot better, man. I'm proud of him. Shit, he's kicking some ass now.
That's funny.
You're gonna go tomorrow though.
You're gonna hear him shooting the guns, and all you're gonna hear is.
I can't get it to work.
That's right.
Oh.
10, 10, 10.
Oh my God! How's your face feel, Joe?
Hey, Candace.
Oh, it's fucking on fire.
On fire.
It's so funny, dude.
When it changes the voice and your way of breathing, you know you're hot.
He's like, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be putting these wings on because.
I don't even want to know what the next challenge comes up that somebody sends us. I don't.
That's hilarious.
I'm afraid to see what happens to the next challenge. I still think the most disgusting one was the snails and that spam and cookie sandwich.
I mean,
I'm talking about that. I'm trying to eat food.
next time you should do snails inside a cookie. Yeah? No?
Don't do
No.
that.
Everybody kind of went quiet on that, so I think that was so good.
The next one's got to be Jay's regardless. So,
Oh.
is that a snail and cookie? Is that a snail and cookie challenge?
Oh, don't do that to him. No, don't do that to him. He'd throw up immediately, dude. It'd be so bad.
No, you guys have not missed the food. Joe is still trying to eat them. Look, I'm going to bring him up on main screen right here. Let's bring him up on main screen so I can just see how cherry red that face. Look at that face, all nice and red.
His cheeks are red. You look like you've been putting like blush or something on.
So for those that just tuned in, Joe, show them the sauce you put on your chicken and waffles. Hot whiskey barbecue
Mountain
sauce.
Select. Love it.
Ghost pepper.
Love it. Mountain Select. Love it. Loving it. Why don't you try haggis? Have you tried haggis before?
Joe, back in the picture. I screwed it up trying to get out there.
Have you ever tried haggis?
Oh, no, I'm going to this summer.
That would be something.
This summer, I'm going to. There's a big Celtic festival in Dayton, and also June 19th or 18th or 19th. There's one in Waynesville, Ohio. They got a whole city built up. It's a medieval style city.
Really?
Oh yeah, they do it all out.
When do they do that?
They have haggis there every year. Both of them. And
When do they do
that? Out every year till this year. This year, I don't give a shit if nobody else eats it with me or not. I'm trying fucking haggis.
When is that? When did you say
June,
it was?
18th or 19th is the one that's that one there in Waynesville, Ohio. It's cooler than shit. They got a whole little wood town built up. They got shops built up all around. They got blacksmithing going. They do everything. They do
how cool
stuff. They have a theater area and stuff. They do. I mean, they do it up right.
Oh, that's badass.
Then in the fall, the entire month of September and October, they do a Renaissance festival there. They have jousting and everything going on. It's crazy.
Oh, cool. That's cool shit.
But yeah. I plan on going over there on June 18th, and they got the last weekend in July in downtown Dayton. They have a big Celtic festival there every year. And they got a vending truck there that has haggis every year. And every
cool!
Year I'm going to try it, and I always try to get my niece and my son and stuff to try it, and they always back out. They said this year they're going to try it.
Smell of it'll get you, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's kind of chewy, but it's not that bad. It's actually kind of good. I mean, I'm kind of Scottish as well, so that was one of the things that I had to try out. But it's kind of chewy, but it's good.
Now, once you tried it, was it just boiled, or did you have it once they had it boiled and sliced up and seared off on the griddle?
It was all boiled up, and they sliced it in these slices. They were thick slices, just laid out to where I could try it out, and I ate it up. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. You might like it.
It was boiling. Once they boiled it and had it ready, then they would slice it, and then they would throw it on a griddle and sear it on both sides.
Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know
like
what haggis is, it's usually the liver and the spleen of a goat or a sheep that's taken with oats and other rudiment vegetables like parsnips and things like that, and are ground up and are stuffed inside the stomach and then boiled. Then they slice it up and eat it. That's an old Scottish traditional recipe.
Yep. So
you're going to eat liver and spleen inside of a stomach.
Someone check Joe's safety. Joe, you safe down there, buddy? How you doing?
I feel safe.
You feel safe?
I feel safe.
We go. That's too funny.
That's what it is. It's an absolutely awesome good time. Mike said it goes for about a month and a half long.
That's too cool.
That's too cool. The other Celtic festival on June 18th, because we just went by it the other day and saw the sign. Like June 18th or 19th. It's a one-day thing.
I'm good, Samantha.
It's an all-day thing on Saturday, and they'll have it all. It's just all Celtic style. There'll be people in all the places, tunics and kilts and everything else.
That's badass, man. I used to have my family's kilt where we can't, because it used to be, my family's name was Mac White before they ended up dropping the Mac before they got on over through here. And I actually found out I have like Viking heritage. So I'm kind of got Viking, Scottish, and then Cherokee and Irish. So I'm just a mix of all kinds of crazy different warriors.
I was born in Scotland.
Yeah, that was badass.
I think, like I said, we're all just mutts here in this country. We're a mixture.
Yeah.
No
for sure.
We're all a bunch of mutts. Joe, you all right?
Joe, how you doing, buddy? You doing okay?
Your face will get back to normal color.
Not really. It's still a little red right here.
He's starting to get the smut ring around the neck area.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, Smokey wants to know if you need RJ to come help you.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
By
good
the time
stuff.
he would get here, I'd be dead anyway.
My face looks like I've been eating, but I've been laughing so damn hard and fucking on fire.
Holy
Funny.
fuck. All right, so I ate 1 out of 2.
Funny.
I can't do the second one.
Oh, that's smart. I wouldn't have even done one, probably. I'd probably
Well, you wouldn't have, no.
I don't do hot.
You would have put some like ground pepper on there and been like, oh.
Ground pepper. A little black pepper on.
The jalapeno garlic sauce from Angry Irishman, some kick-ass stuff. I like that.
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
It's got jalapeno in it, so it's got enough heat on it for me.
I'd like to try that for sure.
You finally tried it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I actually got that one out, and I got out the dill pickle one.
That sounds good.
I still haven't used the gherkin for the Jamaican jerk sauce.
That's good too.
Yeah, it's damn good.
Love.
I haven't had an occasion to use it yet, so
Love Jamaican jerk. Love that stuff.
with a gherkin pickle, and it's part of the base of the. But it really gives a hell of a good flavor to it. It's got
Kind of a vinegarish base.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
So it's good. Everything
Nice.
is good. AngryIrishman.net. Check it out. Tell them Jason sent you. Don't tell them I
Starting to
sent
get
you. I'm
hiccups,
Jason.
though.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But you got to eat the stuff you hate. I know. I hate
The
everything.
burn's going away. That penicillin fixed it up real good.
Penicillin.
Penicillin?
You playing Fluffer again?
Oh, shit.
Stunt cock.
There's something I should know about.
Actually, that comment was for Heavenly Faith, who got all upset with us and left.
It didn't take long for us to offend somebody like that. I apologize. No, I don't.
That's too funny.
Ooh, fuck.
Jason.
Sorry, not sorry.
All right, man. We're just going to talk about this whole Johnny Depp. What's her name? Heard? What's her first name?
Amber Heard.
Amber. I would say Amanda.
Yeah.
Heard on a
Amanda
turd.
Heard. She gets the nickname Amber Turd.
Yeah.
Yeah. She should, too.
Well, I mean, she really should. She took a shit on Johnny Depp's side of his bed. And like that actually happened.
That's one of the few things I've heard about. My thing is I'm kind of amazed at how many people are jumping to Johnny Depp's defense. You see a lot of people team Johnny and all this stuff, and which is kind of amazing to me. It's usually not, but I've seen also a lot of guys and women bashing him. Not publicly on Facebook. I've heard him talking in discussions and stuff like, well, look, he's been a big sissy and he's suing a woman for da 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 da. And I'm like, y'all almost said you guys want us guys to be more sensitive, to be more open, to be more expressive about our emotions. And then when a guy does stand up for himself and being abused and all this stuff, you guys call him a sissy.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you want?
Yeah, I know, right?
We don't do it. We're misogynistic and we're toxic masculinity, but we do it. We're pansies. What the fuck do you want?
That's something else. Nobody knows what they want anymore.
Jason, what do you think? He's saying he's froze up. Just come on, what do you think?
He froze up.
He's got to blink eventually.
But I'm just serious. It just doesn't make sense to me. One minute you say one thing, you want guys to be less masculine and all this other stuff. And you even change the hairstyle from being a Warriors not to call it to a man bun. And then you turn around when a guy acts like that and is showing the frailty of being a male. Oh, he did leave us, man.
Oh shit, maybe he did freeze.
Oh, he was actually froze.
He really did freeze the hell out.
Picking on him, and he actually froze.
I was like, damn, that's good acting. That's why he's the boss.
No wonder why he's in charge.
Yep,
he's good. But I'm curious, which way do you want it to go? What do you guys? What's your true opinion? What's going on with this whole situation?
Who you asking? Me?
Either one of you. Joey,
go ahead, Joe. Go ahead and say something a little bit and get your mouth moving so that way it'll cool that off a little bit. You look kind of still in pain.
A little bit. I don't know. Like, I honestly,
amen on that one, Candace.
I'm very on the fence just because I haven't followed any of this other than her shit in the bed or something like that.
Oh, there's so much more,
And he drew a penis on a painting or something. Whatever.
Well, that's just locker room humor.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, he's talked about he's got a old Monty Python type of humor. I mean, so if you've watched Monty Python, that'll tell you his kind of dark sense of humor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you a little about it though. That after I've been a fan of his, like his movies, his acting, for a while. I've liked him since 21 Jump Street back in the day. I was born in '79, so I grew up on that kind of the '80s, TV series and shows and stuff, and I liked it. It was a fun, that show, and I've liked his Pirates. I've liked his Edward Scissorhands, all this other stuff. I've always said that he's a little weird, but he's one of the best actors that's ever been. He can pretty much change himself to do whatever in a movie. But then when I had a chance to sit and watch this trial, literally from the first day until today, I was watching the trial today, that it's really, it's made me feel bad for him because, for they were together since way back in 2013 or 2012 or something, or they knew each other, they were dating. Then they got married, I believe, in 2016 or so, 2017, something like that. And they, they can't. Amber came out saying that he's beating her. She started running his name through the mud. See, that's what this whole trial is all about. She came out in an op-ed on in the Washington Post talking about where didn't put his name in it, but it's about him. That's why he's suing her, because it's a defamation of name case. She's made his name through the mud because people are thinking, oh, he's this horrible guy. I mean, he used to drink. He drinks and stuff. He used to do hard drugs. But he got himself clean from that hard drug stuff. He saw his mistake and saw that he was doing all these bad things. And he owns this island. I mean, he's Johnny Depp, so he's going to have billions of dollars, millions, whatever. So he owns this island, and he even went to this island to detox himself, because he knew that he needed to quit all these hard drugs, and it's not a life that he wanted to leave. And he's cleaning himself up. He still drinks him some wine, stuff like that a little bit, but hell, who don't drink a little bit once in a while? Even myself, I know you guys maybe sip a little bit once in a while. That's kind of where he's at. He's not no big drunk or nothing crazy anymore. He's trying to straighten himself up, recognizes his mistakes. But this whole time she had been coming out in every bit of media that she could find, saying that he's beating her and, always, screaming at her all the time, doing all this. But now in this trial, they're bringing out audio evidence. They're bringing out video evidence and things like that's proven that she has been the abuser and the aggressor the entire time. They even had a lady today, which I was so impressed. She's a psychologist, a forensic psychologist. Her name's Dr. Shannon Curry, and she's part of the Curry Psychology Group in California. And she had give this psychological exam to Amber Heard, and today told everybody, all the world, and on live TV, that she had a behavioral disorder, like I wrote it down, so that way I can tell you guys today. It's a borderline personality disorder that she's suffering from.
That's everybody, isn't it?
Well, not really. No, what this is like, everybody has a personality, you're outgoing, all this different kind of, whatever. I'm not a psychologist, so I can't really describe it exactly, but they talked about describing it where like you're always trying to make a person with you feel like, they have to completely 100% count on you 100%. They're really narcissistic. They want it always to be about them, and then when it's not about them, then they kind of turn or get aggressive. Like they found out that she actually hit her sister, like punched and beat her sister a little bit. And it's all coming out where she was even one time they were in this argument. Like every time they'd get in an argument, like he would try to get away. And what I didn't know was his family, like his mother and father, his father dealt with a woman like Amber Heard that used to literally beat and berate his father. And it was that kind of, I'm this kind of, even you guys, we're kind of these alpha male type. If somebody talks shit to us, we're probably gonna punch them in the mouth. That's just the way we are. Well, he's kind of not like that. Well, you are. You're gonna stand up for you and your family. That's just how you are, and that's how we. But see, he's not that. He doesn't have that type of Yeah, she did. She abused her past girlfriend as well. But she, he's not this type of stand and fight, because every person has this fight or flight. We have this fight, but he's got a flight because of the way that he grew up, watching his dad deal with his mother always berating him, talking, bad. And he always wondered, why did he take it? But that's just how it was, So he thought, well, this is the way it is, with her. So he's going to just take it.
He's more of a passive than an aggressive. So he just kind of
he's passive.
When things get aggressive, he avoids the situation.
Right, and that's what he would do.
He just moves away from it to stay out.
He tries, yes, and that's what he's tries to do every single time they would get in an argument or anything like that. They would get in these real bad arguments, and then she would chase him. Like, he would actually go into the bathroom and shut himself in the bathroom, sit on the floor and cry. Like that's how, because he's just a timid person, and so when he would just try to get out of the situation, and even some of the audio even said, like, hey, I need to get away for a little bit. I just need to breathe. I can't handle it. I don't want to deal with it. I'll be back. We'll talk in a couple hours. But she would just like beat on the door and like, keep trying and keep just wanting the argument to just progress constantly. Never give him an out, always in front of him. Like, he would try to walk away, she would stand in front of him, that kind of controlling kind of person. And then
it's more of daring and challenging him to do something. She's wanting, because what usually happens in society, even if a woman provokes a man, if he makes and like Kat said here, he was raised in Kentucky where a man doesn't hit a woman ever, no matter what. I was raised that same way. I was raised here in Ohio, but my family's from the South, and it's not just from the South. It's country folk. It's the old ways. You never
Southern gentleman.
Period.
That's even what they said.
So
they even said that, Southern gentleman.
Yeah, she's constantly in his face trying to get him to react. So that way, because once he does, no matter what she did to provoke it, he's going to be wrong. And that's what I was talking about earlier. You wanted men to be less toxic masculinity, and you wanted to be more open with their emotions, things like that. But as soon as one does, he's treated like a piece of trash or not taken seriously. So there is a double standard here, double standard here, in my opinion. But I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just a psycho.
It's a mess. And then she had actually got in an argument one night. He went in. He likes to read. One of his outlets is he likes to read. So one night he tried to get away from this argument, went down to lay down in his bed. And then she comes in there and lays down or sits down beside of him at the bed, still arguing while he's trying to read. He's like, we'll talk in the morning, we'll let it calm down, whatever. And then so she walks literally around the bed, gets up in his face on his side of the bed, and like starts really just keeps going. So he stands up like, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I'm not going to deal with this. I can't handle this anymore. So he even tries to walk away. She gets in front of him in the doorway, and he's like, well, what do you want to hit me? Or you just want to hit me? Go ahead and hit me. She hauls off and clocks him in the face on one side. And he says, okay, well, is that good? Does that make you feel better? Do you want to do it again? And she does. She clocks him with the other hand as hard as she can, both sides. He's like, okay, so you feel better? He says, then he just tries to he gets her by the shoulder, walks her over to the bed, sits down, says, I'm leaving. I can't handle this. I'm done. And literally gets out of there. And that's how that whole thing, and it keeps going on about that, the way that she had treated him, just berated him, talked down to him, even said, like, you're this old man. Even on the audio they played live at court was like, who's going to even believe you? You're a white man. And who's you say that you're this domestic violence, person and all this. And he said, I am. He said it in court. He said, I'm getting abused. I am, part of this DV. Let me say DV because YouTube tends to the algorithm and stuff, but part of, this DV. And, she's like, oh, well, nobody's going to believe you. Nobody at all is going to believe you. And so that's what he's doing this for, because she came out in that Washington Post saying stuff about where he had, was part of, he was doing that to her, abusing her, beating her, hitting her, all this stuff, showed fake bruises and all this stuff that had happened. And just, kept just making him feel like he was, she was the victim and he wasn't. And it was just something else. I mean, it's horrible, really.
That's why I heard the one live report where there was actually a recording where she said flat out that, go ahead and report me, go tell anybody, nobody's going to believe you anyway.
Yeah. And that's straight what she said to him. And it's on audio that they played.
Yeah, they caught that on tape and had it.
I give him credit. You know what? regardless of his upbringing, where he was brought up, I give him credit because I don't know how I would like. I don't like to get hit in the face, and that takes a lot of restraint to do nothing. And I'm not saying haul off and blast her or nothing like that, but like just any of it. Like that would be tough.
It would be.
That would be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Welcome back, sweetie. We miss you.
Hey, there he is.
Shut me down, man.
We were lost. We had no coattails to ride around on.
We thought you was paused there for a minute trying to like that.
Right. No, I'm sure the ratings went up as soon as I got up.
Yeah, shit, that's what the thing I said. Can nobody write checks? There's no check writer.
Like, he's gone. We're free. We can do.
We'll say whatever we want. No, we won't. But yeah, you just please do what?
Please what?
I don't know. You said please do. I said please do what?
Oh no, Joe said, "Hey, we can say whatever we want." I'm like, "Please do."
Anyway.
It does, Candace. It does, because I mean, that's what a lot of people are thinking. Like when he first came out with this, they were thinking, well, nobody's going to believe him anyway because of the man and woman standard, or quote unquote standard, because there's a little bias still right now in any media or law field of law now, that the man would be the aggressor, man would be the one that's beaten, one to be hurting, but there are
a whole lot of double standards. I mean, and it goes all the way down to people getting divorced and custody of the children and all that stuff. It is very biased in the court system, and it needs to improve. I'm not saying that it needs to go the other way, because there is a middle ground. That's the problem. There's a lot of shit in our fucking country. We don't see that middle ground. You either got people like extremely left or extremely right. They don't realize that we live in the middle. So let's find that middle fucking ground and be fair about shit, not crazy about shit.
I agree.
I agree with him on the part about not hitting a woman. I was raised that way. I don't give a shit what happens. I've never laid a hand on a woman. I never will. My father come back from the grave and kill me probably if I ever hit a woman. So
that's the way I was raised too.
We don't do it. Yeah, you don't do it no matter what. So I get him trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
He was a lot more patient about it. I'm not just going to walk back into another room at the house and say, I'm going to go read a book. I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to the fucking bar. I might be home tonight. I might not. I might be in a ditch.
That would be probably what I'd roll to myself. I'd be like, well, you're doing what you're doing. I'm out of this room. I'm shutting the door. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm somewhere else, and you're going to be here. That's how that's going to be.
I'm not going to leave a room. I'm going to leave the whole fucking facility.
Right. Yeah.
You'll find me somewhere else. Maybe
I'm going out, and I'm probably not coming home alone.
No. Maybe I make it through the night. Maybe I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I mean, it's it made me really feel bad for him, because there's other people out there right now that are dealing with similar stuff. They're getting either beat or berated all the time, or talked down to, or making them it's having them feel like they're nobody or nothing unless they're with that person, whether it be a man or a woman. Like, and it's something to see this publicly, like we for a long time you'd think, well, Johnny Depp, he's Captain Jack Sparrow, he's this tough guy and all that, but he's just a good old nice fella that got into a situation with somebody that wanted to control him, wanted to make him feel like he had to depend on her, and the world had to revolve around her. And when he's making it where it wasn't, then she was lashing out. She was either hitting him, and she threw a mineral bottle at his nose, busted his nose. That's another thing that happened. And then also, one of the worst things that happened was she threw a wine bottle and literally cut the tip of his finger off with that wine bottle. And it shows these photos where his finger had to be replaced or put back on and sewed back on, because she threw this wine bottle, broke it, and cut his tip of his finger off.
That shit hurts.
Sure, for sure. Anything like that. And then after that, he's just listening to the media and listening to the work, because he's worldwide known. Like, he's a big guy. He's a big or a popular guy, so people know who he is. So he's listening to everything from not only is he getting beat and berated at home, but he's getting beat, not physically, but mentally every time that he goes out, because these people are thinking all these fake words and all this fake crap that had been put out in the media about him that wasn't true. And it's something to see somebody to have to go through that. I was watching this fellow that he's a behaviorist, and he's describing, how Johnny's face is looking. Like you can watch, these wrinkles come in his face, but when he's listening to these arguments while they have audio of him and Amber arguing each other, you can literally see it in his face how bad that really made him feel, mentally. So, I mean, he even had talked about maybe taking his own life. See, that's where it can go to. People are treating other people like this, and like the way that's going and it's just horrible, horrible shit. And to see that happen live now, watching this straight case, I mean, it's something, man. It makes you think for a minute about, wow.
With the suicide thing, it's like, I don't know how you guys feel about Jordan Peterson, but I think he's fucking phenomenal. I enjoy listening to that man talk. He's a clinical psychologist that's been on Joe Rogan's show, got blasted, all that stuff. He talks about,
I'm not sure who he is.
oh God, Jordan Peterson is absolutely amazing to me. He's got a book out called 12 Rules for Life. But he's a clinical psychologist, and he's definitely gets into things. And he got himself first noted because he's a Canadian, and he first got noted because when they started making a law to where you had to recognize syllables not syllables, the words for people, that when they be called he, him, her, hot, whatever, they was trying to force that by law. He said he refused to do it. He said, I'm not doing it. I'm absolutely not doing it, because it wasn't so much the fact that people wanted to be called by whatever word they want to be called. He had no problem with that. It's the fact that the government was trying to enforce it on a law to make you have to say, and there's no set pronouns. There we go. I can't think of the word pronouns for.
Oh, I got you.
But there was no restriction of how many pronouns you could have. You could have a billion different pronouns. Each individual could have their own individual specially made pronouns, and you had to recognize them by those pronouns. And it was trying to make it a law in Canada, and he stood up against that, and that's when he got really well noted. But he's talking about how how with men and suicide and stuff, with all that going on, how the men have to suppress everything. And one, he's like, well, women attempt suicide also. He goes, that's just it. Yeah. Women attempt suicide, a higher percentage of men succeed, because men tend to do more of a lethal suicide. Women don't tend to do as lethal. There's more success on the men than what there is in the women, because of the styles of suicide that they try and things. And he said part of it is because of things like this. This whole society thinks that men can't be abused, men can't do this, men can't do that. And we're taught from kids. I mean, in my generation, you said 79, born in 79?
Yeah.
Guy's born in 68. So my generation was taught the old ways, men don't cry. You don't rub some dirt on them. No matter what it is, you get up, you keep going. You got to
walk it off.
You got a big gash in your head. Your head's gaped open. Jason knows what I'm talking about. You got a big gash in your forehead. You don't put some duct tape on it. You'll be all right. Go back in.
Put a little super glue. It'll hold it together.
Well, that's what I was going to say. A lot of times this goes unreported, because if men come forward and say they're being abused at home by their wives or girlfriends or whatever, then they tend to be looked down upon as, well, what are you, a bitch? What are you? You can't take it. You're not a man. You're not man enough to do this and that. So a lot of times, I know it goes unreported because they're too embarrassed to say anything about it.
Yeah.
And that's going off of what you're just saying, Jay. Men don't fucking cry. There's men don't do any of that. Your fucking arm gets twisted off. You put that bitch back on and go back to work.
Yeah.
You don't have, because that's considered a weakness. You're being weak, and men aren't weak. Men don't have those kind of emotions. And you're seeing some of that now. It's, the thing that bothered me, and maybe I'm just, because I'm only getting glimpses of it, it seemed like some of the shit that she was doing was trying to set him up.
Because big time.
Like who has cameras going on a table facing a person and then egging them on, trying to get them to do shit, and filming them trying to do it, but not holding the camera, but setting up cameras, trying to catch and hiding this person.
It for sure. With I know which one you're talking about specifically. Like they were in his kitchen, and what had happened, the whole thing. And see, this is I'm gonna verify what you're even saying because of that. This is straight up set up. There's no way it couldn't been set up. She literally came into his kitchen at his house, like he'd already been up for a while, and found out that he was going to lose $150 million because of some stuff going on with Disney and some stuff like that. So he was upset. So he was, walking around slamming some cabinets, things like that. He was upset, but he wasn't upset at her. Her name did not even come out of his mouth. It had nothing to do with her whatsoever. So she puts her camera, and you even notice her like looking at the camera, watching to see if she and she says things specifically for that video. And she takes her little coffee cup and sits it over in front of the camera, try to hide it and things like that. He pours this big old glass of wine, which they called it the mega pint. The lawyer did, which is ridiculous. It's just a friggin' pint of wine. But then as soon as she pours it, he sees it, and he's like, "Oh, you're trying to record this." And so he grabs her phone, throws it in the trash. And then you can hear her when she picks up that phone out of the trash. She giggles. She goes, and then it shows her face from below, and she's all smiling. If she was scared for her life and frightened at that moment at all, why is she laughing about the situation? Why does she try to cover that camera up with her? And it's like it's a whole exactly to your point. It exactly was a setup, and there was many more just like that, to where like the audio was set up just like what. You don't say shit like that, and
only have all that edited where it looked like he was doing something and stuff. That was
right, and it's meant for that, yeah, because see, they were at the trial in UK, which UK holds courts a lot different than we do. So he ended up losing a case out there because they didn't dig further into a lot of this evidence to look at it to see if it was a setup the way that they were doing these things. And it's horrible that somebody, and that's all about control and all about making it look like he is the the aggressor and he is beating her and all this other shit, which even the cop. There was a cop that had showed up that night when they had called, or one of the nights that they had called, and she even said, "I did not see any visible scars, any visible cuts, any visible anything whatsoever showing that there was a altercation." And even a doctor had said, "I never did see no bruises." The security guard, or one of his his specific, like his security guards, his bodyguards like were there. And she came out saying, "Hey, do you see this? Do you see a bruise? Did you face any?" No. And then they're even testifying, "I don't know what you're talking about. Never seen her face look like she had ever been hit at all whatsoever, ever." And it's just getting to the point now where it's like, why did she even come out saying a bunch of lies? Because now she's going to ruin herself. And I hope it goes that. I'm hashtag Team Johnny all the way, man. Yeah, and it's crazy.
That's the other side of the coin that I want to bring up. There's a lot of people that are against Johnny Depp, not publicly. Most people I see on social media posting Team Johnny Depp, and I stand for Johnny Depp and all this stuff. But there's a whole other side of it, like we were talking about here. They're trying to be cancel culture him. They're trying to cancel culture Will Smith and that whole controversy there. Where
that's different.
well, no, he thought it was funny. He was laughing at the joke until she gave him that look.
She said something. Yeah.
And they're trying to say that the only reason he acted like that is because what she had said on that interview when she told him right in public that she had an affair and all that stuff and humiliated him. He thought, well, I better try to stand up and try to defend my woman, or she might cheat again. So they're trying to cancel culture him.
Crazy.
There's shit.
Yeah, that was crazy. This is nuts.
Yeah, it's just all getting out of hand to me because it's trying to become a double standard on shit. And there's no sure way to get to it. And the courts isn't going to be the thing that solves this. This is culture. This is a culture thing.
Yeah.
He could win and they're still going to burn his ass.
If
lose and they're still going to burn his ass the same fucking way. He's actually in a lose-lose situation, possibly.
If he, the way that it's going, just because of today, because of the forensic psychologist coming out, actually, telling all this stuff, there's a better chance that he might win. But even if he doesn't, I believe that the public is going to look at him a lot better. Maybe with your, to your point, there's a good chance that some of these jobs, of course, he's not going back to Disney. He's not going to be doing Captain Jack again. He even said, though, even if they paid him, that he wouldn't go back to that anymore, just because of the way they did to him.
But like I said, like Jason just said, there's going to be people that's going to say that he's a big pansy ass, had to go on TV and take his girlfriend through trial, his wife through trial because he couldn't handle his woman. So he's in a lose-lose situation. It's like having a young guy. Me getting into it with you guys, you're half my age, whatever. you're going to lose either way. If you whip my ass, you beat up an old man. If I whip your ass, you got beat up by an old man.
Be beat up by
you not win this by society standards the way it is right now. The way the culture is set up, no matter what happens with Johnny Depp, some way he's going to lose in a lot of people's eyes. One way he was a man who couldn't handle a situation, couldn't take care of a woman, and had to have go to courts to do it. And the other way, he was a big sissy and took a woman to court.
I think he will still have his career. I don't think hers is.
Hers is going to go straight to the. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I think now that what's coming out for her, I mean, they've already recast her in Aquaman 2 to come back as Mira. But with what's going on today, I think is really going to change a lot, because having that forensic psychologist come up and literally say out of her mouth, I mean, I'm going to paraphrase, she's crazy, like she wants it all about her, and she's making it more, about making her the victim when he's actually the victim, and making it, all about her, but man, today's trial today, man, it was something else listening to Dr. Curry just kind of straight just say she's a crazy bitch. Just she needs to get straightened up a little bit. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, he's gonna he'll have some haters for sure, but his career is gonna be devastated like hers.
Yeah, but I like how he immediately got dumped from everything, got fired from everything, and now she's still getting cast and stuff. And even though the actually trial showed how bad she was and how good he was, she's still on the payroll, and he still can't already get cast for shit. He's still got this.
She won't be in the next Aquaman.
I doubt. I mean, this one, just because of I don't know right now. Today's stuff, where it was a lot of big deal, like scientific proven she's friggin' nuts kind of shit, might really make a difference, but it might not. Just like you're saying, it's Hollywood. Hollywood just lets anybody do whatever they want to do pretty much sometimes, and you can't do much about it. But I'm hoping that this will be different, because I feel bad for the man. He's just a poor old fella, Southern, quote unquote Southern gentleman that just tried to be the best he could, but got to the point where he just couldn't handle it no more, and his name was getting run to the ground, and his whole reputation, and he couldn't handle it, getting beat and getting talked to like the way he did. So somebody finally stood up, and I hope it goes good for him. I really do.
And see, my mom and Kat said, couples should stand up for each other. You have each other's backs. I think that's what Will was thinking, because that's what I was thinking. The Depp thing is that people need to respect each other's space. She in no way respected her mate.
No, not at all.
He should have never been in that situation, because she wanted to ruin him.
Yeah, the whole time. She was going out with Elon Musk, but Elon even said that, he thought that they were separated and done for, but she was with him. She was with she is 100% a gold digger, and she was also with what's that other cat's name that played? He's always in Seth Rogen movies with the funny teeth. He's always with Seth Rogen in those movies. James Franco. She had a thing with James Franco as well, and then just found out. They were together. So you can kind of understand a little why he would be upset at all. Of course, he's going to, finding out that she's running around with these other dudes while they're not even completely divorced or anything like that. And of course, somebody's going to be a little upset anyway. But that's not excusing somebody to get beat or nothing like that. But he wasn't even hitting her. He wasn't beating her. That wasn't even going on. So for anybody really to see this case now and to watch any of it unfold and to be on her side at all, really just needs to second guess themselves a little bit. I hate even saying that kind of stuff, but look, what I've seen, it's an abuser, an abusee, and somebody finally standing up for others that might have to deal with the same thing.
That's what I was going to conclude with, is that hopefully
it's a volatile relationship, man. So it's best just to separate and go the opposite way, especially in a relationship like that, because the trust is broken, everything's broken. You'll never be able to be in the same room with each other and not know what are you trying to bait me again? Are you filming me again? Are you recording me again? That kind of thing. So it's an extremely volatile relationship that hopefully is done. I obviously haven't watched it enough like you guys have, but I've seen it enough in my career. When you keep responding to the same things, or you keep we keep booking the same guy in or the same female in, and it's always a domestic, or it's always an argument, or it's always the disorderly conduct, or it's a volatile thing. You have to be able to walk away from it.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, I agree. I hope they both. I hope she gets, cause just the way I am. I hope she gets help, and I hope they, can put all this stuff behind them and be civil about things later on. But right now, man, it's a toxic situation, and just like person just said, it's a toxic situation, just like you said, Jason. I mean, it's a hard situation for anybody to deal with, and hopefully things will get better, and the truth will come out. I mean, that's just the way it is now. These psychologists and these real deal medical people and people that have done tests and stuff on these people's personality and stuff, like it's coming out, the truth. And I can't wait till she gets on the stand. I just want to see that. I just want to hear, man. I want to hear it, man. That's last case. She went nuts at the UK trial.
I hope for Johnny that it comes out in his favor for what all he's been through and stuff like that. But I also hope that this does bring light to the fact that there are abusive women. There are men in relationships that are being abused mentally, physically, emotionally, mainly because they won't strike back. They won't fight back with a woman because they weren't raised that way. They don't believe in that. So, and there's some that are just that way. There's dominating people in every gender. So it is what it is. There's always somebody in a relationship that has a possibility to be the more controlling person. And some people take it to extreme. So hopefully bring more light to that. And it'll be more of a thing that we can talk about in the future, that my son don't have to go through this. I'm not worried about me. I mean, we know I'm in an abusive relationship. Teresa don't let me do anything. What's up, Kevin? But it's
now
something that
now you know that she's a whack job when. And this was my daughter had told me about it. Like she's wearing the same thing that he did, like the day after. So like he'll wear something in the trial, and the very next day she'll wear something that's like almost the same as what he was wearing the day before. Like
just copy dressing him
daily.
She's a little touched.
Yeah, it's like what the hell? You're gifted.
That's
you
crazy.
Got a special gift there, sweetheart.
I liked watching him. The one things I seen that I thought was funny as hell was he was messing with her attorneys when that guy would read something.
Rotten Bum. His name's Rotten Born. Rotten Born is his name.
Did you read it again? And you had to read like 3 or 4 times.
Well, that one specific. I remember that one specific was because like he in the text they were talking back and forth, and she said, I don't want to have a sore throat, and he says, I've got better uses for your throat, and it's not injury. And of course we know what that kind of would mean. So he says, can you read that again? And he had them read that same thing again. And like every time that he says anything, he's like, okay, Mr. Rottenborn. Okay, Mr. It's just so sarcastic, dude. It's
I
so funny.
that one of it though.
Oh, it's so funny, dude.
We could go on for hours about this topic because it is so different, and it's actually showing men and their life that we're not used to. But we've already been here for about an hour, so we're going to go ahead and close out tonight. Jason, where can they find you, you sexy beast?
Usually in the front yard. Oh, no. Tuesday nights here.
He's in the front yard.
Crazy fuckers. Just Tuesday nights here with these guys. Always having a blast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you check us out, LEP Productions. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Fuck, Jay's got 800 different things going. Instagram. My God, we're everywhere. So make sure you check them out, and make sure you check these guys out too, man. They're fantastic doing what they're doing.
With that, Joe, where can they find you at? And all the places and all the things you got going on.
Tuesday nights right here, stirring the pot. And then go run over to YouTube, Skeptical Edge TV. Got some haunted location videos and stuff like that out. And then over on Twitch, Skeptical Edge, bunch of gaming with this man right there.
And Rogue.
Wow. You got your Rogue energy. So actually a couple people listening have already bought some. They love it. You guys go check them out. They got all kinds of flavors and specials going on right now. And make sure you use the code when you check out TSE_Joe, and you'll get a discount.
Hell yeah. Nick, where can they find you at?
Oh man, just like Jason said, I'm pretty much everywhere. Those of you who didn't know, I was part of the A&E Network television series Curse the Bell Witch. I've got some of the clips from the show on my YouTube channel. You can look up Nick T. White. If you want to see the full series, you can actually go to Amazon Prime right now and look it up, and it is there. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. You can look me up at Cage the Darkness. I'm on Facebook, Nick T. White, my Cage the Darkness Paranormal Investigations. We have a Facebook page. Also, Cage the Darkness Gaming, which this fella down here is a part of it. And I think, how do I, this over here, this fella right here might be joining up with us. So look up Cage the Darkness Gaming on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page and a Twitter. So look us up there. I've got a website that we're building soon. You can look me up on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/Nick White CTD. We are going to be on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, myself and Joe. We're going to be trying out the new season 3 of Call of Duty. So it's going to be awesome at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. He's going to be trying out his wife's amazing, beautiful artwork of nails and ruining our game, but it's still going to be fun. So you guys make sure to check it out. On here. YouTube, where I don't know, everywhere. Just Google me. If you put in Nick White Paranormal, it'll bring up all kinds of craziness.
Like Jay said, you can find us with LEP Productions here on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and everywhere else. But we're going to be getting away from the Facebook uses here. So we wish you guys would go over and subscribe to the YouTube channel or the Twitch channel because they are free for your subscription. They are blocking a lot of our intros on our show and our exit, which is our own music that we're using. And they're having a hard time with Facebook. And so we're going to eventually take the show completely away from Facebook. So we hope that you guys will all follow us over on YouTube or Twitch. Either one. We don't carry it that way. We're definitely getting away from Facebook. So with that said, I'm going to say goodnight to you all. We're going to play the out show. You guys, thank you for joining us. Nick, thanks for joining us on the show. We had a great time.
I had a blast, man.
Thanks,
I'm
Nick.
always happy to hang out with you guys. I love you guys.
Yeah, you're just as twisted as
And
well.
actually, I was gonna say, go check out Nick because I think Nick's gonna be streaming tonight.
I am, yeah. If you come on over to twitch.tv/Nick White CTD, you're gonna see me here probably in about 20 minutes or so.
There you guys go. Go check him out. Go give him see what's going on. Have some fun with him. Harass the hell out of him.
Oh yeah.
Jason, I'm glad you got back in with us, man. I thought I was going to lose you for the night. We can't do the show without you.
Yes, you can.
No, we can't.
Yes, you can. And you guys, you guys did fantastic.
That's because we was in panic mode. We knew if we screwed up, you'd kick our asses or fire us. We get demoted back down to intern.
That would just mean we got to do road trips. So I'm all for that. I'm coming to kick you guys' ass.
Hell yes.
Okay.
Need to do some road trips.
Y'all have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Night, guys.
See y'all.